Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am back with another video. This will be a ritual video I was asked to do, and it's for the one of the rituals for the bend over oil. And basically what I'm going to be doing is the jar ritual that they have online for it. And everything is for demonstration purposes basically, but the materials that you will need is a glass jar. It does say to preferably have a metal lid. This is a plastic lid, so you want to make sure the jar that you do have does have a metal lid for safety purposes. As far as what you have to do at the end of the ritual, you want to make sure that you have a purple candle, a brown piece of paper that you will be sticking in your jar, and then the person had asked me to incorporate where you can add a piece of hair. You don't need this much hair. I just have it for demonstration purposes. I have a lot so you guys can see it on the camera basically, but yeah, as far as with hair, there are very different, of course there are many different ways that you can get a person's hair. Like, please don't be out here trying to cut off a piece of somebody's hair basically and be out here, looking crazy, or, putting yourself in any kind of danger or anything. There are, like I said before, there are different ways that you can get a person's hair. You can get it from their hairbrush, of course. You can get it from a razor if the person shaves, or razor or clippers. Also, you can get it from, like if the person is, hairy downstairs. A lot of times when they're hairy down there, of course, with any kind of hair, it sheds. So, you can sometimes even get a piece of hair, out of the tub or anything, or off of their washcloth after they've showered. Basically, like, you don't need a lot of hair to incorporate hair into a ritual or a spell that you're interested in doing. So once again, I just have this much just for demonstration purposes so that you guys can basically see, and I also have it a brighter color so you guys can see on the camera as well. And it says online that you can use either honey or maple syrup to fill your jar. So what I'm using is maple syrup to do the jar. I usually do my jars out of honey, but I'm out of honey and I have maple syrup, so I'm going to go ahead and do it with maple syrup. So basically what you want to do is you want to write on your brown piece of paper exactly what you wish for your target to do, or exactly what you wish or want. Let me stop saying wish. What you want your target to do, or what you want to happen in the situation with your target. And just to save time, I went ahead and wrote on here what I want. And I see that it's backwards, but basically I put on here that John, pay me back my money now. And I made sure I put now, in all caps, because, I want my money now. So basically, after you write down what you want your target to do, you're going to go ahead and you're going to first write your target's name 3 times on top of your petition. So basically, and then you also want to make sure that you turn it clockwise. I hope you guys can see that. Let's see. So I'm going to put John, and John. Hope you guys can see that, but I have written John's name on top of my petition 3 times, and then I'm going to turn it clockwise again, and I'm going to put my name on top of the petition and on top of John's name 3 times. Put my name. Okay. And as you can see, my name is on top of John's name and on top of the petition as well. And after you do that, then you're going to fold the paper towards you 3 times. So basically it'll be 1, and this one you don't have to turn it, 2, and then 3. And as you can see, it's pretty thin. I have folded it towards me 4, I can't talk. I have folded it towards me 3 times. And then basically after you fold it, you're going to go ahead and stick it in your jar. And I forgot to mention, you guys, as always, you want to make sure that you cleanse your area and also cleanse your materials that you're using prior to doing any type of ritual or spell work. Once again, that can be done with using a piece of sage, not sage, Lord, a piece of Palo Santo, or if you have a sage stick as well, you just want to make sure you cleanse your area and cleanse all the tools that you're using prior to starting this. I do apologize for not showing that. But the next thing you do after you have gotten your paper and you stuck it in your jar, then the next thing you want to do is get your person's hair or your target's hair, and you want to make sure you stick that down into the jar. If I can get it in the jar, let's see. Okay, hope you guys can see that. As you see, the paper and the hair are both down into the jar. And then after you do that, you're going to go ahead, you're going to take your maple syrup or your honey, and you're going to fill the jar with it. And you want to try and fill it completely so that your whole petition and the hair are submerged. Make a mess. As you can see, I'm trying to do this without making a mess. So you keep filling, 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 filling. And I want to tell you, as far as like the small jars, you can get that at your grocery store. Like I was able to get this at my grocery store. This thing stops coming out. Basically, where they have like the little juices, like for immunity, or like immunity shots or ginger shots or something like that. Usually they come in like a little glass jar like this, and that's where I was able to find this as far as in my grocery store. So after you have filled your jar with your maple syrup or your honey and you see that everything is completely submerged, then you will take your bend over oil, as you can see, and I always like to shake it up, of course, shake it up to awaken spirit. You're going to take it and you're just going to add a few drops. See, I'm probably going to add like maybe 3 drops of it. I'm trying to do it so you guys can see. 1, 2, and 3. And I know for myself, I usually like to, after I put the drops, kind of like to move it around in there just to make sure that the oil is just not sitting at the top of the jar. And as you can see, you have your syrup, you have your petition, and you have your hair right there in the jar. Of course, it won't be this big because I'm hoping that you're not going to use this much of a person's hair. And then after you do that, you will take a purple candle and you're going to place the purple candle on top of the jar. And that's why I was stating in the beginning, as far as you want to make sure that you have a metal lid, because you are going to have to burn this candle on top of the jar. And basically what you do, when you light the candle, you're gonna visualize exactly what it is that you put on your petition and exactly what it is that you want your target to do. So you just want to make sure that you really focus and concentrate on the flame. And you can also speak it out loud, if you are by yourself and you're not concerned about possibly your target hearing you or anyone else hearing you. You just go ahead and you light it. You speak to it. John, I want you to pay me my money now. John, pay me my money now. John, pay me my money now. John, pay me my money now. Basically, you want to speak into the candle as if you were speaking to the person. You want to speak with authority. Don't be hesitant. Don't be shy. And don't be doubtful. And that's with any type of ritual or any type of spell work that you are completing. And then basically, once the candle burns all the way down, then you're going to take the jar and you want to keep it in a safe and dark place. I usually like to keep my jars like in my closet somewhere, tucked away, basically somewhere where it's not going to be found nor tampered with. And yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions or comments, do feel free to leave them in the comment section. Once again, I do thank you guys for returning to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.